In this video, I'm going to be talking about 3 major challenges in e-commerce business in Nigeria. Now, there is a lot of issue you can face running e-commerce business in Nigeria, but just bring out these 3 because these are the major issues that you are going to face when you are running e-commerce business in Nigeria. So, without further ado, let's jump right to the video. So the number 1 challenge you are going to face when you are running e-commerce business in Nigeria is high competition. Due to low barrier to entry, the market has become so competitive and saturated. Someone can just wake up tomorrow morning and start the business because it is not regulated. The fact remains that every business have high competition, right? But when it comes to e-commerce business, the reason why the e-commerce business is so competitive is because you can, start the business today and start making profit today. That is how competitive the e-commerce business is. You can start the business today, then you can start seeing results. And because of that, people are going to the business, which make the business more competitive, and you have to level up your game for it to be ahead of your competition, right? So that is the number 1 challenge you are going to face when you are into e-commerce business or when you are going to e-commerce business in Nigeria. So what is the solution? Now, the solution is to sell a product with low market saturation. If you want to sell a product, make sure that the product is not saturated. You can still sell a saturated product, but number 1, you might find it difficult to sell. Number 2, there's a way to go around it. I'm not going to talk about it in this video, but you can sell high saturated market products, but you might have low sales and other issue when you are selling markets with high saturated. Now, create a really good offer around your product. If the market is saturated, or if you are into e-commerce game and because the market is so competitive, you want to create an offer around your product. Are you giving free gifts? Are you, offering free delivery? Basically, you are going to offer free delivery if you are running e-commerce business in Nigeria. What offer do you have around your product that differentiates your product from the one they are going to find from your competitor? Or even though they go to Jumia, they go to 𝐑𝐄𝐋𝐿 and other platforms, what makes your product stand out from this other platform or from your competitor? Although it might be really hard to beat Jumia and 𝐑𝐄𝐋𝐿 when it comes to e-commerce because their competition is on price. They tend to have low price, and I always face this kind of challenge because a few months back I was selling a product, and this product they are selling it on 𝐑𝐄𝐋𝐿 for about 1,800 naira, and you can get it on Jumia I think about 1,500 or 1,700 naira as well. But I was selling this product for 9,500. So what people do is that when they order my products, they now go ahead and check 𝐑𝐄𝐋𝐿 or Jumia to find out how much they are selling the product. And when they see the price on Jumia, they will be like, this product is the same product. Why is this person selling it 1,800 and why is this person selling it 9,500, which is like times 5 or even times 6 of the price they are selling it on Jumia and 𝐑𝐄𝐋𝐿. So sometimes you might not want to really look 𝐑𝐄𝐋𝐿 or Jumia because you can never be competitive with those people because they're competitive in their own price. You can't do that. So you can overlook those ones. But just your competition that you are doing the e-commerce business together, you see the adverts on Facebook and others, you can kind of look into their system, like their sales page, and see what they are doing, right? And pick that thing, then level it up. You understand? What I would advise is that no matter what, don't be competitive on price. You understand? There's a product right now that they are selling on 𝐑𝐄𝐋𝐿 for 20,000. I'm selling on my store right now. They're selling it on 𝐑𝐄𝐋𝐿 for 20,000. But I'm selling the same product on my store for 49,000 naira. So if I'm to look 𝐑𝐄𝐋𝐿 or look Jumia, I might not be able to give that kind of price. So you want to overlook 𝐑𝐄𝐋𝐿 and Jumia. But when it comes to your competitor, you want to look at them, then see what they are doing really well, and pick that thing, then do it better. That is the way to beat them in their own game. Now, have a fast delivery system. This is very, very important. I said earlier because people are going to order on your store and they will now go ahead and maybe Facebook track their conversion. They track the whole thing. So when they order on your store, maybe tomorrow morning or in the next day, they might show them the advert, or before the end of that day, they might show them the same products from another vendor. So they go to the vendor page and they see that okay, maybe the price maybe is 1,000 naira different price or 2,000 naira, then they order from there. Now they are going to be looking for someone that is going to bring it first. Even sometimes the price on the other person's page might be higher or might be the same. So it now becomes the game of who can deliver fast. So that is why you want to have fast delivery system in place, that if someone order this morning, they can get it in the evening if the person wants to get it in the evening. You understand? So, and the only way to achieve that, I'm going to tell you later in the video. If you are using logistic company, you might find it difficult to achieve this because you might not have direct contact with the dispatch rider. The customer care might not be responsive enough because they have a lot of order to deliver. So the order is just like tiny out of the whole order they want to deliver. So they might not give you much attention, and so on and so forth. But the most important part is that even though you want to use a dispatch rider, make sure the dispatch rider you are using, you have some kind of agreement with them that okay, this is when I want you to be delivering my product. They might charge you higher for that because if you want something fast, they are going to, the price is going to double, definitely. But the most important part is that it's getting to them faster compared to your competitor. Now, another thing I want to emphasize on is to sell more expensive products. For example, right now I have some products on my store that I sell for about 9,500. I have another product that I'm selling for about 49,000 naira. So the goal is to sell to the average Nigeria, and another goal is to sell to the rich. You understand? Just like if you look at 𝐑𝐄𝐋𝐃𝐄𝐒, 𝐑𝐑𝐄𝐃𝐃 sells to like the average Nigeria. If you want to buy salt, you go to 𝐑𝐑𝐄𝐃𝐃. If you want to buy sugar, all those things, 100 naira, 200 naira, 500 naira stuff. Then you then go ahead and sell some really high product, not much high, but compared to all this salt and sugar, like all this cement and other product that is really high. So the goal is to serve the average Nigeria, then at the same time serve the people that have the money to buy really expensive products. And the truth is that when you sell expensive products, you are going to make more profits compared to when you sell cheap products. You understand? So if profit is your goal, like if making really good profit is your goal, I will advise you to sell really expensive products. You understand? In fact, I myself am considering right now, I will stop selling those cheap products, then start selling expensive products and focus my attention more on those expensive products because they tend to give me like times 10 or even times 5 profit of what I'm making from the product I'm selling to the average Nigerian. So that is the solution on how you can beat high competition when you are going to e-commerce business. Now, the number 2 challenges you are going to face when you are into e-commerce business in Nigeria is trust issue. Now, due to the trust issue, almost 99% of the customer wants payment on delivery. This usually results to high rate of cancel order, rejected order, and failed delivery. So, because of the scamming and other things, even though there's no scamming and other things, some customers feel more comfortable when they order the stuff and you take it to them and they pay you at the point of delivery, compared to they see your product online, they put their card or they make payment through the bank transfer. The only way you can achieve success running payment before delivery is when you already have an audience, maybe on TikTok or on Instagram. And this usually take time, although I'm working towards that as well now. But it does take time for you to build your Instagram audience, for you to build your TikTok audience. Once you have the audience in place, then you can, offer payment before delivery, and by that time they might have trust you enough for you to deliver because you have social proof and other things to show, and you have online presence to cover it up. But if you are going to the mini importation business or the e-commerce business we're actually running in Nigeria, just keep in mind that you are going to be offering payment on delivery. The customer is only going to pay when you get the product to them. So the trust issue is actually there, and there's nothing we can do about it unless maybe government wake up tomorrow and they regulate the e-commerce business industry. Maybe that kind of will remove the trust issue between the customer and the vendor. Maybe when the government regulates it, the issue can be waived. But right now, the trust issue is there, and you are going to be offering payment on delivery most of the time if you go into e-commerce business, and this usually results to cancel order, rejected order, and failed delivery, because after all the customer have nothing to lose. That is the bitter truth. Now, what is the solution? The solution I have found so far, and I also talk about this on my Fastlane SmartEcom fulfillment system. Now, if you have not gotten that course, I'm going to leave the link in the description of this video. I talk more on how you can, solve most of the issue I'm talking about here. Now, the number one solution you can offer for you to resolve all this failed delivery, rejected order, and is to close your sales on WhatsApp. I'm not saying that when you run Facebook adverts, you should direct the customer to place order on your WhatsApp. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that once you run Facebook adverts, you will send the customer to your landing page, your product page, or your sales page. Once they get to your sales page and they place order, they input their details, their information, their phone number, and everything. Once they click on the place order, it will direct them straight to your WhatsApp where they have to confirm the order. I talked more about this on the Fastlane system. When they confirm the order, now you have direct access to them on WhatsApp, because the way people run this e-commerce business is the customer place order on their website and they will direct the customer to another page still on their website. So at the end of the day, they call the customer that, okay, you place order, I want to. Some of the customers don't pick up. You understand? But if you direct them to the WhatsApp and you close the sales on WhatsApp, you can easily shut them up that, okay, our delivery agent is trying to call you for the delivery. Will you be available? And automatically they are going to confirm the order on WhatsApp. You don't have to do a lot of work, stress, and all that. So that is one of the ways you can resolve the failed delivery and rejected order issue. Now, another way you can resolve this issue is to always confirm their availability before delivery. Now, if you are using dispatch rider, once again, this might a little bit difficult, because once customer places an order, let's say the customer wants to collect the order tomorrow, and you call the customer, you place an order and all that, and the customer say, okay, yes, I placed an order, and you can deliver it tomorrow. Now, you call dispatch rider for pickup. The dispatch rider pick up. Once they pick up, the dispatch rider already have it in mind that they are going to deliver the order tomorrow, right? Now, let's say that tomorrow, the dispatch rider called the customer in the morning, and the customer did not pick up. In most cases, that is going to be the end of the conversation. Maybe they call the customer once, twice, maybe 3 times. The customer did not pick up. It's going to end there. But there's a way to go about it whereby you don't have to do all this dispatch rider thing. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. When you want to deliver the product, the day you want to deliver the product, let's say you want to deliver the product tomorrow, you actually call the customer tomorrow to confirm. We are doing your delivery for the product today. Will you be available? The delivery person will be on his way soon. Or the delivery person will even call the customer that, okay, I'm going to be on my way soon. I want to deliver so product to you. I want to confirm your availability. I want to start coming now. Will you be available? If the customer say yes, there's 99%, or let me just say 95% chance that the customer is going to be available to receive the product, compared to the first scenario where I just lay out, where customer placed order today, they're supposed to receive it tomorrow, then you call dispatch rider and all that. When you do it this way I just talked about, there's 95% chance that the customer are going to be available and they are going to be ready to collect the product. Now, the third solution is, don't offer nationwide delivery unless you have some kind of bank loan, or you have a lot of money in place that you are ready to burn. You understand? The reason why I'm telling you this is because I'm telling you from experience. I'm not just telling you this from what I learned in the course or something like that. In 2019 alone, I lost over 700k because I was offering nationwide delivery. And the reason why that happened is because, let's say the customer placed order on your website, and you call the customer to confirm the order. The customer say yes. Now you call dispatch rider, you send the product to dispatch rider office. Let's say you are in Lagos and the order is going to Enugu, some order is going to Akwa Ibom, some order is going to Port Harcourt, some order is going to Benin. So you send out all these orders, hoping that the customer is going to collect it. Now the problem here is the delivery company. This delivery company are not mostly reliable, because they might promise you that, okay, we are going to get your product to your customer within 48 hours. You understand? Or within 72 hours, within 3 days. But at the end of the day, it takes about 7 days for them to get your product to their customer. Now, at the end of the day, your customer might come with something like, oh, I was expecting the product since so day. I did not receive any call, so I've spent the money. I was expecting the product on so day. I did not receive the product, so I travel. I'm not in town. You understand? So at the end of the day, the customer is not available to pick up. There's nothing the delivery company can do about it. Even sometimes, it's not even the delivery company issue. The product gets to the customer on time, but the customer is not going to pick up when the product gets to maybe their state, and you call them for delivery. They are not going to pick up. That is the problem. So that is why I say don't offer nationwide delivery. If you want to offer nationwide delivery, make sure you have the capacity to offer it. Because at the end of the day, most of these delivery companies, before they ship out your order, you have to pay. Imagine you are sending out 50 orders to across the state per week. And on average now, they charge about 4,000 to 4,500 for a delivery. If you want to send order from Lagos or maybe from anywhere to other state, they charge about, on average, 4,000. They charge as high as 6,000 or 6,500. Now let's use 4,500 as example. If you are sending 50 orders outside your current location per week, it means you are going to be budgeting about 200k plus, like 200k plus to send out those kind of order. Now, that 200k plus is a lot of money. You understand? For you to send out those orders from your pocket, the money from your pocket, you are going to be paying those logistic company, because this logistic company understand the game already, and they are not going to move your product to another state without them collecting their payments upfront. So which become an issue. You understand? So now once the product get there, out of those 50 orders, I can guarantee you that the customer that is going to pick up those orders, they might not be even up to 20 that is going to pick up those orders. So it becomes more difficult to even, do this. It costs you a lot of money, stress, and you understand. So I would not advise you to offer nationwide delivery. If you can cover 3 states, you can cover Lagos, Port Harcourt, and Abuja. Then any customer that order outside these 3 states, just tell them that they have to pay commitment fee. I also talk about this on the Fastlane system. They have to pay commitment fee. If they pay commitment fee, this kind of hold them accountable when the product gets to them. So they have higher chance of picking up the product when it gets to their location compared to when you just send out without them paying anything. You understand? So this is very, very important. And I see a lot of people making this mistake. You can offer nationwide delivery if you have the capacity. But if you are just starting out, I will advise you to don't offer it. Now, if you want to offer to maybe like 5 states, you can offer to Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abuja, Benin, and Delta. Or depends on where your order is coming from. For me, those are the 5 locations where most of my order is coming from. But right now, I only offer to Lagos, Port Harcourt, and Abuja. I'm going to be adding Benin and Delta states very soon. If you can offer payment on delivery nationwide, go ahead and offer it. But I can guarantee you that in most cases you are going to regret it unless your profit margin is like very wide. If maybe your profit margin for the product is like 20,000, 25,000. Even as at that, there are some products I'm selling on my store right now that my profit margin is like 27,000. But I will not still offer payment on delivery outside the 3 locations I have delivery agents on. So keep that in mind. So I have to emphasize really well on this because I say a lot of people make this mistake, and I've made this same mistake in the past. That's why I have to emphasize on this one really very well. Understand? So now the number 3 issue, the third issue you are going to face when you are running e-commerce business in Nigeria is delivery issue. Now getting your product to your customer is the most important part of this business, but also is where you face one of the biggest challenge. You end up with late pickup, slow delivery, high rate of cancel order, and a lot of delivery headache. So as I said earlier, delivery is kind of one of the major challenges we have in this country. If the dispatch rider don't disappoint you, the customer is not going to frustrate you. You understand? So the delivery issue is, one of the major issues we have. Now, for you to tackle that, the best solution is to deliver yourself, get your own bike and get a dispatch rider, or get self-delivery agent to do it for you. Now, I'm going to be talking about some of these things, their advantage and their disadvantage. Now, when you do it yourself, one of the challenges you are going to face is that you are going to limit yourself to the amount of order you can deliver, especially if you are located in Lagos, you cover Lagos, due to traffic, and other headache. You understand? And this is not even sustainable. So, it's unless you are maybe right now, the stage you are in your life right now is where you are getting maybe like 2 orders, 3 orders, 4 orders, 5 orders. But if you are getting 10, 20 orders per day, then doing it yourself is going to limit you. Now, getting a dispatch rider to do it for you is good, but one of the reasons why most people don't use it is because to license the bike is very expensive. Buying the bike, some people just believe that just buy the bike and get someone to drive it for you. The cost of licensing that bike is is like times 10 or even times 20 of the bike and the how much you are going to be paying the rider itself. You understand? So that is why most people don't go with this. And there are some other issues like dispatch rider, doing some kind of illegal stuff and all that. Now, the third thing you can do is to get someone to do it for you. Now, so far since I've been doing this business since 2018, this happens to be one of the most effective way I've found so far. Although when I first started using this method, I purchased some course where the instructor will give me the self-delivery agent that they use. But what actually happens is that this self-delivery agent, they are into the system, so they kind of manipulate. Sometimes they will remit late. Sometimes some of them will even run with your money. Sometimes some of them will just disappear. You don't even see that. So there's a lot of issue with the old way of getting the self-delivery agent. So after wasting some money here and there, I was able to finally come up with something that has been working really, really well for me. And I've been using this particular one in the past 2 years. So, and I've documented this in a small course called Fastlane SmartEcom fulfillment system. So, in the course, I talked, a lot about all these delivery issues. Most of these delivery issues, like all this payment on delivery, how to resolve this payment on delivery, how to close your sales the right way, how to, get self-delivery agent to do the delivery for you, how to get them, how to structure it, the self-delivery agent, and how you can document them. The most, like, everything you need to know about the self-delivery agent, I've, documented everything. And if you like to get access to the course, just check the description of this video. I'm going to leave the link there. The cost is just tiny amount you are going to pay compared to how much you are wasting on delivery right now, the amount of order they are cancelling, or the amount of related orders you are suffering with. So your best bet if you are running e-commerce business in Nigeria is to use self-delivery agents. You understand? With this self-delivery agent, you can cover any state in Nigeria. But as I said earlier, if you don't have the capacity, maybe you are still doing it small, then you can really cover the state that the order is coming from more. For me, it's Lagos, Port Harcourt, and Abuja. But right now, I'm trying to add Benin and Delta State because order is really coming there a lot. So if you want to resolve all those delivery headache and all the issue, some of the issues I've mentioned in this video, go ahead and get the Fastlane system right now, and you will not regret it. So that is everything I'm going to cover in this video. I hope you find this video helpful. I hope you find this video valuable. If you find this video helpful, kindly give this video a thumbs up so that more people like you can get to see this video. Share this video with your friends. Subscribe to this channel. Turn on the bell notification so that anytime I drop a new video just like this, you'll be among the first people to be notified.